Hi, this is Phil Simborg for the Backgammon Learning Center, backgammonlearningcenter.com. We have 10 teachers available to teach in 7 different languages online all around the world and live. We've taught more students than anybody in the game. I'm here today to show you an exercise on how to learn, how to practice. This is called deliberate practice, which is, according to all books that I've ever read, the best way to learn something instead of just playing games all the time or just reading books and so on. Deliberate practice really is the best way to groove your game. Well, here's a position that I found myself in not too long ago, and I played it badly. I immediately on the first roll didn't play it right. So I decided that I would use deliberate practice to learn how to play out this position. I was red. I had rolled a 1-6 from the bar, hit my opponent. He came in immediately with a 2-1 or a 2-2, something like that. Got to this position, and now it's my roll holding the cube. It's a money game. It actually happened in a match, but I'm putting it at a money game to simplify the situation. And there's really 2 very good ways to practice this position to where I can understand what the goals are, when I'm supposed to redouble, how I'm supposed to play the cube, and in these kinds of positions. And this is not that unusual a position. You find yourself in this type of what we call a containment game quite often. And you need to know how to play it right. So there's 2 things I can do. The first thing is I save this position, and I have this in my files as a play from here, but I also am going to hit the Control C button. By the way, I'm using Extreme Gammon, the very best software out there. If you haven't got it, go get it at www.extremegammon.com. When they ask you where you heard about it, it's said from the internet, from a friend, or from Phil Simborg. Please check my name, shoot me an email, and we can talk about giving you a discount on a training video that sells for $25, and will teach you how to use and set up this incredible software. So I'm using Extreme Gammon, and I've hit Control C so that the position is now pasted on my clipboard, and I can always put the position back in. I can play it out a few times, and let's say I mess it up or whatever, and I want to put the position in again. Now I have to hit Control V. No, I don't want to save it. And here's the position again. So the first thing I want to do is understand how I'm supposed to play the next roll. Well, this is a very good exercise. Here's what I can do. I can hit move and put in the dice. How would I play a double 1? Ask myself how to play a double 1. Think about what's right, and then get the answer by hitting the button. I would hit the plus button, and it would tell me how to play 1-1. There's a couple of moves that come to mind for me right away on double 1. The most obvious one is to switch. I'm not going to hit loose because I don't have a cover, and if I get hit back, I'm going to lose this game and probably get gammoned. Another option is to hit and continue, which I don't like because it throws this checker away. So I'm definitely hitting loose. Then where's the other 2? Well, I can bring these 2 a little closer. I don't think it's really that critical after I've switched points. I don't think the double 1's that hard to play. Probably, I think, just from memory, I'm doing this enough times, I would switch and move 16, 14. So let's hit plus. And there it is, hit and move 16, 14. Second best play is to split them all up in the outfield. And again, I hit plus because that's the best evaluation you can get without a rollout. But double 1 was fairly easy to play. Then I go 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, how to play every single roll and go through each roll. And I'm not going to do that each roll with you right now. I'll leave it to you to do that. But that's one exercise. After I've gone through 1-3, 1-4. By the way, 1-3 is a very interesting play. I'm pretty sure it's pick and pass. And it is pick and pass. Put them up on the bar. Gives you time to bring your checkers around. The 4-1, 5-1, 6-1. All these rolls are a little complicated as far as what you do with a 5-4. But again, I would go through every roll, see how to play it, think about it, and understand what we're trying to do on the first roll. Now, to really see how the game plays out, I would put it on cube so I don't know what the next roll is going to be. And then I'm going to play it out against the computer several times so that I can be faced with all these different scenarios. So how do I play it out against the computer? I go to Setup, play from position. I make myself the red player 1, and I make the other side extreme gammon. I can play against different levels of extreme gammon. I like to play against a little bit lower level because that's more realistic towards, this is more about the speed of the players that I'm likely to be playing. So I hit OK, and then I know I'm not going to roll here. I'm not going to double yet. So I'm just going to, by the way, I'm in the what's called the free mode. The free mode, I can see instantly if I've made a mistake. If you want to play the whole game out and not see your mistakes, you can change this mode by clicking here and going to competition mode, and it just changes everything to where you don't see if you've made any errors and there's no hints or help. Another thing you can do is go Control Alt F, and you cover the panel that shows you the plays. But again, this is not so much about how to use XG. This video is to teach you how to play. So here's a 6-5, very interesting roll. How would you play a 6-5? Give it a little thought. I know this play because I've studied all the first rolls, so I'm not going to get this one wrong, but I'll give you a chance to get it wrong. How would you play 6-5? Okay, I'm going to hit loose. I'm going to play 13 to 2, and let's go back to where I can see the panel. And by the way, if I want to make sure I make the right play every time after I've decided what I'm doing, I can hit the hint button, which is this little light bulb down here, and it's going to tell me before I make the play what the right play would have been. And of course, it is very, very right to hit. By the way, it's going to be right to hit with a 5-3, 6-3, 6-5, those 3 rolls, and double 3. Of course, double 3 you're going to switch with all 3 points. So I know all the first roll plays, and this is a fairly simple one to figure out, because if he doesn't hit you back, it's game over, and I'll show you why. Let's see if he hits me back. Okay, he doesn't hit me back. Why is it game over? I'm going to double. Is he going to take? What would you do? First of all, when I think about cube action, I always think Woolsey's Law. Woolsey's Law, the first question is my opponent going to take or pass? What do you think? If I think my opponent is passing, then I should double. If I'm not quite sure if he should take or pass, then I should double. And if I'm pretty sure he's taking, I still might have a double if I have enough market losers. Well, I know this is a pass, but if I wasn't sure, I still know it's right to double here. And by the way, I just know it's a pass because I've, again, played this position out many times. But let's ask the boss what the cube action is. It says it's a redouble and a big pass. So this game is over. Let's go back and try it again. I hit Control V, and it puts the position back in again. And here I go, set up, play from position. And again, I'm playing against Extreme Gammon Professional. And let's see what opening roll is thrown at me. Oops. Why am I... Oh, I put in manual rolls. 5-3. Okay. I already told you how I'm playing 5-3. I'm going to bring one down and hit. And it's right. And again, the harder rolls are rolls like a 4-1, 4-2, 6-4, 6-3, 5-3, you know, things like that. 6-3, of course, you come down and hit. But this is, you get the idea. I play it over and over and over again, and I know how to play my checkers here, because it's really only going to be a 3-roll game from here. About 3 rolls, this is over one way or the other. He's either hit me back, escaped, or I have contained him or hit him and stopped him and doubled him out in most cases, although there's going to be some situations where it might be a double and a take. But this is how I mastered this position, and I really have mastered it. I would bet money that I would play this position 10 times and average, say, under 3 PR, which is better than my normal average of playing. And maybe 5 games, I think I could probably... well, average is tough. I might not average over 3 PR because all you need is one bad game, but I would say that I could play 4 out of 5 games under 3 PR, and I might even bet under 2 PR, because I really have learned how to master this position by doing it over and over again. And because I've got this very clear in my mind, it's something that I'll remember. It's something I'll know when a position like this comes up. And I'll know the cube action as well. I do this kind of deliberate practice for all kinds of plays. I do this in fact, I have a whole file of what I call play from here positions. Here they are. prime versus prime play from here, containment games. I have them for different scores. I play out back games. I play out double holding point games and so on. Anything that I've found had some difficulties with, playing it over and over and over again. You want to master playing a back game? You just take one of my play from here back game positions, and you can play either red or blue. As a matter of fact, while you're playing it out, you get to watch how Extreme Gammon plays his side when you're only playing one side. And sometimes I play both sides and play it out. But I'll tell you, this is the way to master any type of position, to really understand what's going on, how to play the roles, how to handle the cube, and so on. I hope this was educational for you. It is called deliberate practice. It is the best way to learn. And if you spend all of your time just playing and then looking at your errors, I would say your game will improve about 10% or 15% a year. And if you use deliberate practice, my guess is your game will improve about 30 or 40% a year. And of course, it depends on your level of play and how you practice, but those numbers can't be proven. But that's a pretty good estimate that I've seen from lots of my students, the ones that I know have really been working and using deliberate practice. Their games improve dramatically, much, much faster than just playing backgammon and just studying or just learning without deliberate practice. I hope this was enjoyable for you. You can reach me at pjsimborg@gmail.com. You can go to our website, www.thebackgammonlearningcenter.com, if you're interested in lessons. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.